get him into camp on time. We're joined by the general manager, Joe Schoen, and obviously a busy offseason, but how important was it to keep this core group?
Yeah, I think it's very important based off the way they played last year and then where they are in terms of age and what they mean to the team and the organization. That was definitely an offseason priority of ours to keep those guys.
Joe, when you looked at this roster last year this time, you were probably struggling to figure out how you're going to get enough guys on your 53, and this year you've got more competition in camp than you've seen at key positions.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's a good thing, and we saw that this evening with some of these young players that are making plays, and that's going to make the decisions even more difficult, as we continue to build depth, not just some of the frontline guys that we talked about, the extensions or trades or offseason, but some of the draft picks that will create depth, along both sides of the ball.
Could it have gone any better, that opening drive with the starters out there, other than Saquon to go 75 yards? Daniel goes 8 of 9. Waller gets involved, and we see this increase in team speed. Yeah,
that was good. That was a good drive. It was clean. I thought Daniel played fast. The offensive line protected him. When he had to use his legs the one time he did, and I thought they executed well.
Jaydon Mickens with the return for the Giants, so they'll start from their own 31. Tommy DeVito, who played really well last week in Detroit in the ball game, the Jersey native, gets shouldered after a gain of a yard. Darren Waller had 3 catches, and listen, Kadarius Toney was here. It wasn't working out, and basically you turn chicken feathers into chicken salad because you trade him for a 3rd-round pick and a 6th-round pick, and then you wind up using those 2 picks in the trade for Darren Waller, and then obviously Trey Hawkins, who could be earning a starting job.
Yeah, that was, hopefully that turns out to be good. Obviously, Darren Waller's had a really good camp, and Trey Hawkins has been one of the bigger surprises in camp. He's played really well, and he continued to do so tonight. So it was something I think it ended up working out good for Kadarius, and it worked out as well for us getting those 2 picks, which was important. And he went on to win the Super Bowl, so I think it was a win-win for both parties.
As you've gotten to know Darren Waller and the coaching staff, he's not just big, strong, athletic, and talented, but he has a very high football IQ. And how important was that to bring in a player like that that can absorb what you want to do offensively quickly?
Yeah, that's very important.
Dave's and Kafka. Defense, number 37. That penalty's declined to play results at a first down.
Dave's and Kafka, in their offense, you have to be very smart. And it also gives you an opportunity to, move players around. And, him being a smart player was very important to us.
And obviously with, the players that you have and the added speed, Waller becomes a mismatch problem, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the all-season priorities, trying to upgrade our explosiveness and as many targets as we could for Daniel. And, we were able to get him, we were static, and he's had a really good camp, and we're looking forward to the season.
Well, I tell you, the operative word is targets, because, you talk to Dave and he says it's about spacing and it's about angles, and you saw a lot of targets out there tonight, and it was just a vanilla offense. But, boy, you had Waller, but you had a lot of speed on the field where there were many options for Daniel Jones, which should cause some problems for defensive coordinators.
Yeah, exactly. The IQ of the offensive skill players is very high, one of the highest I've been around, and that allows you to use those guys as chess pieces. Whether you move them up, you move them around, you line them up, what you do with them, and you're able to see some of that this evening.
All right, we just saw Tommy DeVito almost get sacked, but he was on the defender, gets up, he keeps running. What did you like about him to bring him into the program to at least kick the tires on him?
Yeah, we liked him in Illinois. He's a local kid, obviously, so we were able to spend some time with him, and he's continued to get better. Started off, I thought, a little bit slow this spring, and he came back to camp, worked hard, really hard over the summer, came in, and has really opened a lot of eyes in camp. As far as he's come from the spring to now.
Third and 9 here. Go ahead, Carl.
Look at a kid like DeVito, and whether he makes this team or not, this has been a great experience for him to get this amount of playing time and to really have some level of success.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, I think what he did last week, again, he was under a lot of pressure and he made plays with his feet and, threw some nice balls, had some drops. So, again, I think you're asking a young man to go out there and operate the offense, and after only been in it for a couple months, I thought he did a really good job.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 90, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Barno got around Matt Parrott, but he hit DeVito high. Let's talk about this offensive line. You went out and you identified John Michael Schmitz. He has seemed to pass every test, at least from the outside, looking in with flying colors.
Yeah, he's done a great job so far as well. Had a good camp. I think he had one pressure he gave up tonight, but he's in there early. He's in Daniel's hip pocket. You know, they're watching film together. You know, he's picking things up, and he's tested every day at practice against Dexter Lawrence, and he's done the best he can, you know, in those one-on-one battles and continue to grow and develop, and we're excited about what the future holds for him.
Joe, Matt Peart has been a guy that Dave said has shown a lot of improvement. Is it important for him to get these reps in the preseason, because once the season starts, he has to hit the ground running?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he was coming off the knee injury last year when he arrived, so we didn't know a lot about him. And then he came back late in the season, and didn't really have a chance to figure out who he was in the field and the pad. So this August has been very important, and him knocking the rust off and getting these reps is very important to him. You know, it's important to have a third tackle, and he's competing for that job right now.
Corbin blasts ahead to the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 17. There is a flag on the play, and I think it's coming back.
Holding offense, number 74. 10-yard penalty, replay, second down.
And that's Matt Peart who gets called. You know, not only the guys that you retain, but just talk about what Darius Slayton was able to do last year, and then adding Rakeem Nunez-Roches and adding an A'Shawn Robinson and creating the depth for this roster that's needed.
Yeah, Darius Slayton's a guy that got off to a slow start last camp, and he was inactive the first week, and he continued to work and turned out to have a very productive season, and he got to know us, and we got to know him, and we were glad to get him back. And then the offseason, you know, Carl mentioned it earlier in the broadcast about the lack of depth last year at the defensive tackle, so that was also a priority of ours. So to bring in Nacho and A'Shawn Robinson, and, you know, Riley's been, you know, for a 7th-round pick, has made some impactful plays this evening. We're excited about him, and we just brought DJ Davidson back off of PUP. So, you know, we turned something where, you know, we didn't have a lot of depth. You know, I feel like over the offseason, you know, now it could potentially be a very good position of strength for us.
And then you look at the wide receiver position. Obviously, you have your frontline guys, and then you've got veterans like Crowder and Beasley who have been outstanding. And then Wan'Dale Robinson, I know, is making progress in trying to come back from his injury.
Yeah, absolutely. So those are position battles, and we're looking forward to you know, to working through. And again, it's maybe wasn't as tough last year, but there's going to be some tough decisions this year, and that's ultimately what that, you know, you're creating competition, and that typically brings out the best in everybody. So there are numbers there, and it's going to turn into a numbers game based on how it works out. And you know, Bryce Ford-Wheaton's a young guy that's done a good job on special teams tonight as a gunner. So. You know, that's an important part of it. Here, you know, you've got 53 on the roster, and you go to your game day. It's important what you can do on 4th down as well.
Crowder with the catch. Now, is there any better evaluation piece of tape than what's coming up right here? See how guys react on a 4th and 1.
Yeah, absolutely. This is important. You know, we watch all this stuff, not just our team, but you know, we're scouring every other team in their games and seeing how guys react in impactful situation. Looked like he got there early on that one, but.
Yeah, Sam Franklin, the safety out of Temple, might have gotten there a hair early, but no flag. So the Giants will turn it over on downs. Joe, we appreciate it.